on. I believe I set it back to the right thing. Yes. Yes, I did. Beautiful. All right. Welcome, everybody. Enjoy some Gentleman Octopus trivia tonight and every night here, Monday, 9 o'clock Eastern.
We're not live yet on the Facebook.
Yeah, it says we're live.
Well,
Oh, you probably didn't receive the notification because it went to my mobile and thought that, oh, you've read the notification.
up there it went.
Sweet.
Just a few seconds ago.
Cool. Can you do me a favor and share it to my page while you're over there? Dan Fitzpatrick says, I'm seeing you now. Yes, we're seeing ourselves too. We started just a little bit late and hadn't had time to adjust the video stuff. So that's why things kind of took a moment there. I think I'm more in frame than you are.
Now.
Sarah, hi. Live on my end. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Damn
We're
right
all
we
good.
are. Excellent to have confirmation. I think this is more toward me, so I'm gonna shut it over there.
Shut it over there. Yep.
Yeah. Didn't mean to say that.
As you do, I guess. All right.
Good evening, everybody. Let me go to our page.
Might be
here.
able to stand a little more light. Boop. There you go. That should be the
Nice
ticket.
high quality boop. Let's see. Copied the link. Gonna take it to YouTube. Gonna take it to Twitch. Gonna take it to the streets. Take it to the streets. Take it to the cars. Let's see. Octopus. Oh, I commented actually on this video that I watched a couple of weeks ago, essentially just saying, hey, this is the best settings to use for your Yeti Blue microphone, the one that we have. The one that taught me that when it's under cardioid, I've been speaking into it backward.
Yep.
And just wanted to give some big ups to the people who made that tutorial, put all that out in the world. Thank you very much to the people that created. Wow, that is bright.
It's bright on you, yes.
Yeah, it is bright on me. Let's see. Better?
That's a lot better, yeah.
That's a lot better. All right. And there we go. A little bit more Mickey. Thank you. Shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. All right. Beautiful. Looks like we've got some people filtering in. Thanks very much for being here. We got all the answer forms posted there in the comments sections on your various media. We got Twitch, we got YouTube, we got Facebook. I have a Yeti Blue. I assumed the blue logo should face me. Yes, you assumed correctly, my friend. The way that it's positioned on my arm, though, like I thought when you loosened it and tilted it that way, like you're tilting it toward yourself. But yeah, logo out, big guy, is certainly a lesson to learn.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steven. And while we've got you, let's go ahead and just say thank you to a few people who have been supporting us. And those people will be Liz Hudson, Adam Francois Watkins. Adam Watkins definitely deserves a special shout-out for always being here. Thank you very much, Adam. Rachel Schumann, Lincoln Hamilton. Thank you to Claire Fisher, Will Gilbert, and Gail Angeles. Thank you to Stephen Glassman, Mark Dawson, and Jerome. Yeah, reading the instructions, that might have been a good idea.
That last bastion of hope.
I'll be honest, when I first got the microphone, I didn't know much about the audio tech side, so I was kind of just intimidated in general by all the stuff. I'm like, okay, this knob does this. These are the settings. I can figure the rest of it out. Might have needed to look
enough
at
knobs, I can make this work.
I looked at the instructions. Crazy talk. Ugh. Thank you to Stephen Glassman, Mark Dawson, and Jerome Verid. To Adam Connor, who also deserves a special shout-out. Our Adam's really holding it down for us. Thank you, Team Adam.
Yeah.
Thank you to Martin Butterick, Kent Buxton, and Dustin Resch. To Lindsay Henry, Jordan Lax, and Dan Fitzpatrick. And, of course, thank you very much to Sarah Ann Rapp, partner of the Octopus and partner of mine, who has also, as always, contributed a question to tonight's game. So in addition to all of her support, she's also got a question. And if any of you would ever like to write a future Octopus question,
Always open.
Hit us up in the Octopus DMs or
Call it 7-Eleven.
call us 7-Eleven or any of our personal DMs, and we'll make that happen for you. Always interested in getting some new perspectives. All right. Looks like we have just a couple of minutes
So
until
let's
we
go
get
over
going.
some rules.
Damn right. Before we do, just like to say thank you
Like Rachel.
for our first donation of the night. I'd like to say thank you to Rachel Schumann. So, hey,
Thank you, Rachel.
cheers, Rachel. Oh, let's tell them what we're drinking, too.
Yep. First time in a while I've had Carlsberg.
Carlsberg Danish Pilsner.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got Samuel Smith Old Brewery Tadcaster. It's the famous Taddy Porter, according to the bottle.
I thought I saw a Taddy Porter.
I thought I saw a Taddy Porter. That's pretty tasty. I'll let you
Goes
have
down
some if you want.
smooth.
That's Wade Boggs in the glass.
Yep.
That's right. Anyway, so please submit your answers using the Google form links that we provided in your various comment sections. If you're on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, you should be able to see those. And if you're somehow streaming us using something else, well, that's news to us. But
How you do that?
if you have any issues with those answer forms, or if you can't see them, please let us know. We'll drop them again for you. Make sure on those answer forms you include your team name, and make sure that when you're submitting them in each round, you spell, space, and style your team name the same way throughout. That way, our answer system, which is automatic, will recognize you and give you your points without crediting those points to, say, like you're playing as, what do I got here? I've got the Catch-22. So if say you're playing as the Catch-22s, if you say Catch-22S, okay, cool, that's your team name. If the next time you submit Catch-22 apostrophe S, well, the system thinks that's a brand new team.
Hey, that's a coincidence, isn't it?
Right? And we'll award your points from that round to that team. But, yeah, just keep everything consistent throughout. We'll have no problems. There will be 5 rounds of 8 questions tonight. Your middle round is a music round with a theme. So we'll tell you more about that as it gets closer. Feel free to play individually or team up using a group chat. Each correct answer to a question, as always, is worth 1 point unless otherwise noted. The only exception is the music round, in which the musician is worth 1 point and the title of the song is worth 1 point. Neither is mutually dependent. You can get one and not the other.
As well as 2 points for the theme.
As well as 2 points for the theme. That's right. It's the most valuable question of the night, so even if you don't know it, it's always
Worth a guess.
worth a guess. Exactly.
I would like to thank Claire Fisher for her donation.
Thank you very much, Claire.
And-
Let's clink it up.
Yeah, clink it up, and I think we're about ready to go here.
I think so. Questions we read once and then recapped. We'll put up a 3-minute timer after the recap for you to submit. And then when we come back, we'll show you all the answers. And last but not least, there's no final question. It's just the questions within the rounds. And a tiebreaker will only be used and written in the event of a first place tie. So if it's just a tie for anything lower than first place, we won't break it. Anyway, I think that's it.
Yep.
Let's
I
pop
believe
on.
So.
Let's get started.
Let's pop on before we pop off. All right.
Trying to fast forward.
There we go.
Cool.
And question number 1, would you like me to start or you?
You know what? I'll start this time, and then you can have. I'll take evens the next time. You'll take evens this time.
That's fine.
All right. Question number 1. According to the title of an Emily Dickinson poem, what is counted sweetest? The poem continues by stating, "To comprehend a nectar requires sorest need." To comprehend a nectar requires sorest need is a line from an Emily Dickinson poem which, according to its title, counts what thing sweetest. What thing is counted sweetest in the title of a poem by Emily Dickinson? Looking for the name of that thing. That is question number 1.
And question number 2, along with Colombia and Peru, what South American country is bordered by exactly 5 other countries, putting the 3 countries in a distant tie for second behind Brazil's 10? So not coming close to matching Brazil's 10, but along with Colombia and Peru, what South American country is bordered by 5 other countries? Along with Colombia and Peru, what other South American country is bordered by exactly 5 other countries?
You definitely cleaned that up a bit because I can't believe I said the word country so many times.
That is question number 2.
That is country grammar.
Going downtown, baby.
It's just going down.
Yeah.
Downhill in terms of quality.
Yeah.
Question number 3. Same with that song after the 3rd minute.
Yep.
Like, okay, I think we got it.
I think we did.
Question number 3. In 2019, what NBA team qualified for its 22nd consecutive postseason appearance, tying the all-time record. This team's streak ended in 2020, although they were invited to the bubble that year, being one of the higher performing teams, right? One of the playoff contenders.
12. One of the 12.
Okay.
You had to be within 5 games of the last playoff spot.
You had to be a contender.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, in 2019, what NBA team equaled a historic feat by making their 22nd consecutive postseason appearance? This team's streak of postseason appearances ended in 2020, even though they were competitive enough to earn an invitation to the bubble. What is the name of that NBA team? That is question number 3. What you got, TJ?
Well, let's see what we got. Question number 4. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Is one of the many long-lived quotes from what Roman Stoic philosopher who was forced to commit suicide after being linked to the Pisonian conspiracy to assassinate Nero. So what Roman Stoic that was linked to the Pisonian conspiracy to assassinate Nero is famous for such quotes as luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. What Roman Stoic is that? As question number 4.
Excellent read.
Thank you.
Question number 5. Other than the Croods, which was pretty successful,
Yeah.
name either one of the Ryan Reynolds. Ribbit.
Pretty much.
Ribbit. Name either one of the Ryan Reynolds films that were released in 2013. One co-starred Jeff Bridges, while the other was a computer-animated feature from DreamWorks. Both of them had disappointing opening weekends.
The same weekend.
The same weekend.
The same weekend.
Woof.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, one of them turned it around, the other one didn't. But anyway, other than The Croods, which was pretty successful, name either one of the Ryan Reynolds films released in 2013 that had a disappointing opening weekend, that shared a disappointing opening weekend. One co-starred Jeff Bridges, while the other was a computer-animated film from DreamWorks. Name either one. That's question number 5.
Question number 6. Seen on the following slide are a species of sea lion and eagle that were both named after what German zoologist and explorer, who also names an extinct member of the order Sirenia. So once again, seen on this slide is a species of sea lion and eagle named after what explorer that also named a animal of the order Sirenia.
That is indeed correct. Mm-hmm. Check it out. We got a bird boy.
We do have a burp.
And then
Got a frosty burp.
nice little pinniped paunch over there on the left.
Pinniped paunch.
Pinniped paunch.
Yep. So what explorer are those named for? The sea lion on the left and the eagle on the right. That is question number 6.
All right, let's bring it back.
Bring it back.
Thank you, TJ. Question number 7. What is the name of the former kingdom in present-day Vietnam, Thailand, and Cambodia that lasted from 68 to 627 AD, as historians agree, before it was subsumed by the Khmer people? The Khmer people ultimately subsumed what former kingdom, which existed in present-day Vietnam, Thailand, and Cambodia from 68 to 627 AD. What is the name of that kingdom? That is question number 7. And your last one of the round
is question number 8. The Italian word for double gives its name to what espresso drink made with twice the amount of ground coffee, which results in twice as much espresso. Real simple here. The Italian word for double gives its name to what espresso drink made with twice the amount of ground coffee that results in twice as much espresso.
Makes sense.
Yeah, you kind of expect that, wouldn't you? So what is the Italian word for double? That is question number 8.
All right, let's hit it with the question recap here, starting with number 1. According to the title of an Emily Dickinson poem, what is counted sweetest? Later in this poem, the author says, to comprehend a nectar requires sorest need. What is counted sweetest in the title of an Emily Dickinson poem? And that's question number 1.
Question number 2, along with Colombia and Peru, what South American country is bordered by exactly 5 other countries, putting it the 3 countries in a distant tie for second behind Brazil's 10? So what other country besides Colombia and Peru is bordered by 5 others? That is question number 2.
Question number 3. In 2019, what NBA team made a historic 22nd consecutive postseason appearance, tying the all-time NBA record? This team's streak ended in 2020, although they were able to secure an invitation to the bubble in that year. Which NBA team made 22 consecutive postseason appearances, ending in 2020? That's question number 3.
Question number 4. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. That's one of the many long-lived quotes from what Roman Stoic philosopher who was forced to commit suicide after being linked to the Pisonian conspiracy to assassinate Nero. So what Roman Stoic is famous for, among other quotes, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. That is question number 4.
And question number 5. Other than The Croods, name either one of the Ryan Reynolds films that were released in 2013 on a disappointing opening weekend. One of these films co-starred Jeff Bridges, while the other was a computer animated film made by DreamWorks. Name either one of those films. Either one is an acceptable answer. That's question number 5.
Question number 6. Seen on the following slide are a species of sea lion and eagle that were both named after what German zoologist and explorer that also names an extinct member of the order Sirenia? So what German zoologist names the sea lion on the left and the eagle on the right, as well as an extinct member of the order Sirenia?
I just love how yellow the beak and talons
Yeah.
of that eagle are in comparison to the rest of its body and in comparison to its environment around
Yeah, it's pretty stark.
it. It is pretty stark. It's almost like if you were prey and you would have, wanted to color code, these are the danger bits. Watch out for these.
So what German zoologist names the sea lion and eagle seen here? That's question 6.
Question number 7. What is the name of the former kingdom in present-day Vietnam, Thailand, and Cambodia that, as historians agree, lasted from 68 to 627 AD before it was subsumed by the Khmer people? What is the name of that kingdom in What is the name of that former kingdom in present-day Vietnam, Thailand, and Cambodia, lasting almost 6 centuries before it was subsumed by the Khmer people? That is question number 7.
And your last of the round, the Italian word for double gives its name to what espresso drink made with twice the amount of ground coffee, which results in twice as much espresso? The Italian word for double gives its name to what espresso drink made with twice the amount of ground coffee and resulting in twice as much espresso? What is the name of that drink? That's question number 8. And please get your answers in. That is the end of round number 1. What are you feeling like for music today?
Let's see. What do the stations have? I see blues. I see ambient. I see the ever-popular Surprise Me, which I remember not panning out particularly well last time. Hard dance, funk, industrial, hype, bangers.
Some R&B would be nice.
Yeah, sure. I didn't realize they had an R&B one. All right. Well, we're going to bust some R&B, and we'll see y'all in a little bit. Get those
R&B
answers
right
in.
back.
R&B, RB.
Yeah.
Bye for now. There we go. All right, we are back. It's time to take a look at the correct answers from round number one, starting with question number one. According to the title of an Emily Dickinson poem, what is counted sweetest? The poem continues, stating, to comprehend a nectar, requires sorest need. And the opening line is, success is counted sweetest by those who ne'er succeed. Continuing to comprehend a nectar requires sorest need. Operations total success. I don't mean to impugn here, Super Doc, but could you take one more whack at this? That's an excellent Futurama humor. Good description.
Question number 2. Along with Colombia and Peru, what South American country is bordered by exactly 5 other countries, putting the 3 countries in a distant tie for second behind Brazil's 10? Would you like to say something here?
Yeah, so the source that I took the information from had only Bolivia, along with Colombia and Peru, as the country with 5 borders in South America. But after looking up everybody else's answer of Argentina, Argentina also has 5 borders with distinct countries. So
that's acceptable.
I'm going to count it. Question number 3. In 2019, what NBA team qualified for its 22nd consecutive playoff appearance? Although the streak would end in 2020 when the team secured an invitation to the bubble, but not a playoff berth. That would be the San Antonio Spurs.
Mm-hmm. Yep, San Antonio Spurs under Greg Popovich had 22 straight playoff appearances during the Duncan and David Robinson eras.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say, how many of those was Duncan around for?
Tim Duncan was around for at least 16? Probably
right.
more.
That sounds right.
Probably more.
Question number 4.
Question number 4. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Is one of the many long-lived quotes from what Roman Stoic philosopher who was forced to commit suicide to be linked to the Pisonian conspiracy to assassinate Nero. And that would be Seneca the Younger.
Mm-hmm. If you gave us Seneca, just Seneca, that's totally fine. But we did have someone specify Seneca the Younger, so
good on
in
you.
A dangerous game there. Question number 5. Other than The Croods, name either one of the Ryan Reynolds films that were released in 2013. One of these films co-starred Jeff Bridges, while the other was a computer-animated film from DreamWorks. We had one team say Crazy Heart, which starred Jeff Bridges, but I don't know if Ryan Reynolds was in it. It definitely wasn't a film of his that was released in 2013. That would be R.I.P.D. or Turbo.
Yep.
Plays the really fast snail in Turbo, and he plays Jeff Bridges' partner in R.I.P.D., the Rest in Peace Department.
That was based on a graphic novel.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 6. Seen on the following slide is a species of sea lion and eagle. Are both named after what German zoologist and explorer? Also names an extinct member of the order Sirenia.
Now, we had one team say Humboldt, which makes sense because the Humboldt fur seal is a thing. But that is not the Humboldt fur seal. These are...
Stellar. That is the stellar sea lion and the stellar eagle.
The stellar sea eagle, as a matter of fact.
The sea eagle.
Stellar is probably most famous for...
The stellar sea cow.
Yeah.
That was a
manatee
big
relative.
manatee.
Big manatee.
Big manatee.
Big manatee. Big extinct manatee. And now we're back with question number 7. What is the name of the former kingdom in present-day Vietnam, Thailand, and Cambodia that lasted from 68 to 627 A.D. before it was subsumed by the Khmer people? Let me see how many people got this one right. I see 2 of our teams, so a third of our teams got that one right. That is the Funan Kingdom. Funan. Well done for getting that one right. Definitely one of the harder ones I put in this game. And last one.
Last one of the round, the Italian word for double, gives its name to what espresso drink is made with twice the amount of ground coffee, resulting in twice as much espresso. That is Doppio.
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 Fun to say. Looks pretty fun to drink, too. I'm not a coffee fan, but that looks tasty.
That's a lot of espresso, though. Let's meet the team.
Sorry, Jerome. I would have had a hard time with that one as well. Just like I did with that sentence.
Yeah. We've got third podium, Team Coast to Coast, Kanye West Now Virus, Dramatically Crashing Coco. Some people call Spike a space cowboy, and the hand that rocks the dreidel. With only one team getting a perfect score on that one.
The hand that rocks the dreidel. I like that.
The hand that rocks the dreidel.
All right. Round number 2. T and I are going to switch up our order, so you want to lead this one off for us?
Yeah, let's do it. Question number 1. By population, what is the largest non-Californian county that is located in a state entirely west of the Mississippi River? By population, was the largest non-Californian county that is located in a state entirely west of the Mississippi River. So by population, what is that non-Californian county? That is question number 1.
Question number 2. It's football season, and that can only mean one thing. It's time to check out the highlights of what iconic Penn State wide receiver seen on the following slide. And there he is. Playing for that storied franchise, the Rhinos. Yes. Who is this Penn State wide receiver seen on this slide? Good to have football back.
Yep.
That's question number 2.
Question number 3, located in present-day Kansas, Quivira was a place named by what Spanish conquistador who explored much of the American Southwest looking for the 7 cities of gold?
You started Garrison Keillor show there. This American Southwest.
This American Southwest, yep. Located in present-day Kansas, Quivira, it was a place named by what Spanish conquistador who explored much of the American Southwest while looking for the 7 cities of gold? Was that Spanish conquistador? That's question 3.
Question number 4. Considered by many Venetians to be a conspicuous snub, the first edition of Giorgio Vasari's The Lives initially left out what artist whose works are seen on the following slide? Which artist was left out of Giorgio Vasari's initial publication of The Lives of the most famous, I think it's the most illustrious, painters and sculptors and artists? It was many Venetians who felt this particular artist's absence was a conspicuous snub. Who is the artist of these 2 works? That is question number 4.
Question number 5. A Jerky Boys skit provided the title of what 1993 album by Radiohead that launched the singles Anyone Can Play Guitar, Stop Whispering, and another one that was certified platinum by the British phonographic industry. So a Jerky Boys skit provided the title of what 1993 album by Radiohead that had the singles Anyone Can Play Guitar, Stop Whispering, and one that was certified platinum by the British phonographic industry. What album is that? That's question 5.
And question number 6. This one comes to you from Sarah Ann Rapp. Thank you very much, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Clink. Though its origins can probably be traced centuries back to knot making for both ornamental use and practical items like fishing nets, which specific type of lacecraft, using needles, shuttles, and or hooks to make its distinctive loops, was not known nor named until the 18th century? Not known or named until the 18th century, which specific type of lacecraft uses needles, shuttles, and hooks to make its distinctive loops. This lacecraft's origins can probably be traced centuries back. It was used in ornamental as well as practical purposes. What is that lacecraft? That is question number 6.
And question number 7, with a name derived from Norwegian, what extremely small crustaceans are a source of food for whales, penguins, squids, and other marine animals? With a name derived from Norwegian, what extremely small crustaceans are a source of food for whales, penguins, squids, and other marine animals?
I thought you did the first time.
Yep, what are those extremely small crustaceans? That is question number 7.
And question number 8, we have your Randy anagram. Rearrange the following letters and give us an 8-letter word. You've got bed cream, BEDCREAM, bed cream, and your hint is watch where you're putting those hands. Watch where you're putting those hands. Bed cream, that's your hint. Those are your letters. What is that word?
That's time
question
for the
number 8.
recap.
That's right. It's time for the recap. Hit it up, TJ.
In question number 1, by population, what is the largest non-Californian county located in a state entirely west of the Mississippi? So what is the largest non-Californian county that is located in a state entirely west of the Mississippi? That's question 1.
Question number 2, it's football season, and for football season, we want you to identify the iconic Penn State wide receiver seen on this slide. Who is this wide receiver for the Rhinos out of Penn State? You know the name. You know the name. Who is that receiver? That's question number 2. Chew on that.
Question number 3, located in present-day Kansas, Quivira was a place named by what Spanish conquistador who explored much of the American Southwest while looking for the 7 cities of gold? What is that Spanish conquistador who explored much of the American Southwest while looking for the 7 cities of gold? That's question 3.
Question number 4, considered by many Venetians to be a conspicuous snub. The first edition of Giorgio Vasari's The Lives initially left out which artist whose works are seen on the following slide. So, which artist painted these works? Again, this artist was initially left out of Giorgio Vasari's biography of the most famous painters of the time, titled The Lives. And this person's absence from The Lives sparked an outcry from many Venetians who were like, hey, what's up with that?
What's up with that?
But anyway, who is the artist of those 2 paintings? That's question number 4.
Question number 5. A Jerky Boys skit provided the title of what 1993 album by Radiohead that had singles such as Anyone Can Play Guitar, Stop Whispering, and one that was certified platinum by the British phonographic industry? Was that 1993 album by Radiohead? That's question 5.
And question number 6, this one comes to you from Sarah Ann Rapp, who says, though its origins can probably be traced centuries back to knot making that was used both for ornamental as well as practical purposes, which specific type of lace craft, using needles, shuttles, and or hooks to make its distinctive loops, was not known nor named until the 18th century? What type of lace craft are we looking for was neither known nor named until the 18th century, and it is known for its distinctive loops, which can be made using needles, shuttles, or hooks. What is that lace craft? That is question number 6. TJ.
Question number 7, with a name derived from Norwegian. What extremely small
Norwegian
crustaceans are a source of food for whales, penguins, squids, and other marine animals? What extremely small crustaceans are a source of food of whales, penguins, squids, and other marine animals? That is question 7.
Bottom of the food chain is what we're saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
And question number 8, rearrange the following letters to form an 8-letter word. You have B, E, D, C, R, E, A, M. That gives you bed cream. And your hint is, watch where you're putting those hands. Bed cream, watch where you're putting those hands. That's question number 8. That's your Randy anagram. That's round number 2, which means it's time to roll it back to the top, give you the question recap, and set up that timer. Got anything to say?
No, that's pretty much it.
Sweet. You want to continue with R&B?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
that.
All right. We will see you in just a little bit. Bye for now. Hey, we're back. Let's take a look at the answers here from question number 2, round number 2, and all the other questions therein. And TJ, you're starting.
Question number 1, by population, was the largest non-Californian county located in the state entirely west of the Mississippi River. What'd you find out, Mickey?
I found out that, similar to the Bolivia question, the source that I used was a bit dubious in terms of what they counted as entirely west of the Mississippi. They didn't count Texas as entirely west of the Mississippi, but I did what I should have done in the first place and got down on my hands and knees out of the living room and looked at the map of the United States, and it is entirely west of the Mississippi. So anybody who said Harris County is correct, but we had Maricopa County. So both Harris and Maricopa County are correct, resulting in that one being a social. Sorry for all the trouble, y'all.
You and geography today.
Again, bad sourcing. Bad sourcing. That's on me. Bad sourcing. Question number 2. It's football season, and that can only mean one thing. It's time to check out the highlights of what iconic Penn State wide receiver seen on the following slide. What happened here? Let me see. Give me 1 second. Sorted responses. We had one team get it right. This is Hingle McCringleberry from the Hingle McCringleberry sketches on Key and Peele show.
Yep. A couple people gave us a lot of people from the East-West All-Star game.
Mm-hmm. A couple of people gave us Keegan-Michael Key, who, as far as I know, didn't go to Penn State or play wide receiver. Mm-hmm. So, unfortunately for you, it was just Hingle McCringleberry.
Yep.
Well done to the one team that got that one right.
Question number 3, located in present-day Kansas, Quivira was a place named by what Spanish conquistador who explored much of the American Southwest while looking for the 7 cities of gold? That is Francisco Coronado.
Francisco Vasquez de Coronado. So for the team that said Vasquez, we will give you a correct answer for that as well. But Coronado is definitely what we're looking for. Question number 4, considered by many Venetians to be a conspicuous snub. The first edition of Giorgio Vasari's The Lives notably left out what artist painted the following works. Those works, Bacchus and Ariadne, and I believe it's Allegory of Prudence is the one on the second slide there. Let me just check it out. Allegory of Prudence. Yep, that is the one. Were both produced by Titian. Titian was correct.
In question number 5, a Jerky Boys skit provided the title of what 1993 album by Radiohead that had the singles Anyone Can Play Guitar, Stop Whispering, and another one that was certified platinum by the British phonographic industry. That was Creep, and this is Pablo Honey.
Yep, that was a social too. Apparently the Jerky Boys skit was something about a mother calling her son saying, "Pablo, honey, when are you coming home?" And they were living in the United States at the time while cutting the record, and they're like, "Oh, we're all Pablo right now."
Yep.
Question number 6. Though its origins could probably...
Not the life of Pablo, though?
No, not the life of Pablo, honey. Oh, damn. Just spoiled a before and after.
Yeah.
Question number 6. Though its origins can probably be traced centuries back to knot making for both ornamental use and in practical items like fishing nets, which specific type of lacecraft, using needles, shuttles, and or hooks to make its distinctive loops, was not known nor named till the 18th century? That is tatting. Lace tatting is correct. How did this one do? Let me check it out. We had 4 out of 6 teams get it. Well done, everybody. Had one team say embroidery and another say macrame. Macrame uses
embroidery.
Macrame uses different techniques, and I believe was known for a very long time. In fact, it comes from Arabic.
Dan's on it.
Life of Pablo Honey. That's right. That's the collab I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. No, it isn't. Please don't. Question number 7, with a name derived from Norwegian. What extremely small crustaceans are a source of food for whales, penguins, squids, and other marine animals? This was a social. This is krill.
Sarah said the life of Pablo Cruz. Pablo Cruz and that song Love Will Find a Way. I'd never heard of it until we made that round. Pops up all the fucking time now.
Yeah.
All the fucking time.
Yeah.
But yes.
This is krill.
Yeah. They're at the bottom of the food chain.
They are on the bottom.
They eat like little phytoplanktons. And that's it. Like little phytoplanktons.
Yeah.
And that's it. Nothing else is lower. Netflix and krill. Question number 8. Randy Anagram time. Rearrange the letters in bed cream to give you a word. It says, hint, watch where you're putting those hands. TJ pointed out that this is the first Randy anagram we've done, which, by the way, inspired by 8 out of 10.
Cats does countdown.
Cats does countdown. This is the first one we've done since the passing of comedian Sean Locke. So, tribute to Sean. Thank you very much for all the laughs. And to everybody who got this question right, congratulations. That is embraced. Embrace me, my sweet embraceable you.
All right, let's go to the scores after round number 2. We have got tied for 5th place with 10 points. We have third podium in Kanye West Nile Virus. A two-way tie for third place, Team Coast to Coast and Dramatically Crashing Coco. Second place, 14 points for some people call Spike a Space Cowboy. And first place by a single point. With 15 points, it's the Hand That Rocks the Dreidel.
Big fan of that team name. Good luck. Good luck.
And it is time for the music round.
Yes, it is. I am extremely excited for this. Round number 3 is your music round, as TJ just mentioned. For the music round, you're going to hear 8 different clips, as I say on the audio thing every single week, redundantly.
Yep.
1 point will be given for each correctly guessed title. 1 point for each correctly guessed artist, and the theme is worth 2 points. So, what we're going to do now is I'm going to take a link from Vocaroo. Going to copy that. Going to drop that into YouTube. Doink. And Twitch.
And then I'm not
Doink.
going to get off my lazy ass and do this.
And what you're going to do
something I was supposed to do.
Is you're going to go to that link, listen to the round, and put in your answers. You're going to have 10 minutes to submit. The clips themselves last a total of like a little over 5. So you should have time to listen, rewind, and even listen again. When you have submitted, submit your answers whenever you can. But at the 2-minute mark, we're going to hop back on and let you know how much time is left. And at the 0-minute mark, we're going to hop back on and let you know no time is left. But other than that, you won't see us, and we won't be playing any filler music during the time. It'll just be silent so you can concentrate on the clips that you're hearing. But good luck, everybody. We will see you in about 10 minutes. Get those answers in when you can. All right, everyone. Just about 2 minutes remaining in the music round. If you haven't submitted your answers, please go ahead and get those in as soon as you can. Just wanted to remind you that there are only 2 minutes left because those last 2 minutes go by a lot faster than the first 8. So get your answers in when you can, and good luck. See you soon. All right, that is it. Time is up. I see we only have one team having responded already, but looking for 5 more. So make sure you get those in as soon as you can. We're going to turn on the filler music once again and try to get you in. As soon as we get all of those teams,
We'll go ahead and grade it, and then we'll get back to you with the answers.
Yep. If you've already submitted, feel free to take a break, powder your nose, get yourself a refill. I know I did. And we'll see you soon.
All right, it's time to go through those round 3 answers, starting with song number 1.
Hold on, let me make this disappear for a sec, because this is one of those rounds. You want to lead it off?
Song number 1 was You're Not There by Lucas Graham.
Mm-hmm. Lucas Graham is mostly a guy named Lucas Frochhammer, who was born in Freetown, Christiania, the anarchist syndicate in Copenhagen.
Yep.
There was a previous Octopus answer line.
Yep. I knew it was Danish.
Yep. But Freetown, Christiania. Song number 2 was Hear You Me by Jimmy Eat World. Band from Arizona. Secret Arizona theme going on in 3 recent questions with Maricopa County. This one, and then the next one, which you'll reveal as...
Song number 3 was Happy Birthday by Stevie Wonder.
And of course, the Arizona connection there is not a favorable one for the people down there in the Grand Canyon state. It was the last state to adopt Martin Luther King Day as a national holiday.
Okay, then.
Not what you want to be known for.
No, maybe not.
Song number 4 was Helena by My Chemical Romance. I mean, I'm looking where I can get the kit for that eye makeup.
Mm-hmm. Gerard's got it going on.
Mm-hmm.
Song number 5 was Stuck in a Moment You Can't Get Out Of by U2.
That was the one, the only one, or the first one rather, that was a social.
Yep.
And I'll be honest, I'm surprised. It's a 9-word title.
Yep.
Which, by the way, we gave you Stuck in a Moment. If you said just Stuck in a Moment, you clearly knew what was coming next.
Yeah.
Such a good album.
It's a
All
good
That You
song.
Can't Leave Behind.
Yeah. It's a good song, good album.
Uh-huh. Agreed on all fronts. Song number 6 was Who Knew by Pink. That was another one that was a total social.
Yep.
Well done, everybody, for knowing
Everybody
the
knows Pink.
oeuvre of one Alicia Moore.
Yep.
Your turn, TJ.
Song number 7 was A Fire Love by Ed Sheeran. Lesser known Ed Sheeran song, never really got big, but I absolutely adore the album Multiply, and this was probably my favorite one that never got any like airplay. It's really, really good.
It's kind of, to me, how Dive had a quick moment off of Divide, but then it didn't get played much anymore. And I
Dive's
really
a really
Dive.
good song, yeah.
Yeah, but this was beautiful. Thank you for bringing this one to my attention.
Yeah, no problem.
And then song number 8, your last one, was Memories by Maroon 5. And your connection tonight was tribute songs. These were songs written in tribute to specific people who had passed away. Let me go back to the top and I'll show you who's who. So in song number 1, You're Not There, Lucas Graham. The band is called Lucas Graham.
Yep.
It's led by Lucas Frochhammer. Lucas Frochhammer's father was named Ernest Graham, and he passed away from a heart attack in 2013, just 2 years after the band started and 2 years before they'd hit it big with 7 years.
Yep.
This one, Hear You Me by Jimmy Eat World, was written in tribute to 2 hardcore Weezer fans, Michael and Carly Allen, who are seen there on the left slide.
Who are famous for taking in bands that were newer on the scene. Like, did they live in like Virginia? I think it was.
I don't remember, but I know that obviously in the song Hear You Me, they said, I didn't know anyone in town. You gave us a place to stay. I'd never said thank you for that. That was what they were known for, was supporting bands who didn't have a place to go and who, needed to have a roof over their heads while they were doing gigs.
While they were slumming it in the bars.
And Michael and Carly also have a song called Michael and Carly by Weezer that was written in tribute to them. Song number 3, Happy Birthday by Stevie Wonder, of course, written in tribute to Martin Luther King Jr., as Stevie says directly in the song, and it was written as a way to raise awareness for, come on, we need to make his birthday a national holiday.
Yeah.
Stevie had a point.
Song number 4, Helena. This was written for Gerard Way's grandmother.
And Mikey.
Yep, and Mikey Way's grandmother.
Who was named Elena.
Yep.
Helena without the H.
Yep.
Song number 5, Stuck in a Moment You Can't Get Out Of, was written, it was written as a fictional conversation, Bono says, between him and his friend, Michael Hutchence of In Excess, who, of course, committed suicide. But, it was in tribute to Michael Hutchence. Song number 6, Pink. This was in tribute to a friend of hers when she was 14 named Sekou Harris. Sekou Harris died of a heroin overdose, and when she was 14, Pink was friends with Harris, as well as a woman named Stacy Coffee. And Coffee, unfortunately, later also passed away from a drug overdose.
Yeah.
Pink had a lot of stuff going on in her early teens.
Yep. Song number 7 was A Fire Love by Ed Sheeran, and this was written in tribute to his grandfather, who, before he passed away, had Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
And it was about him reliving all the memories that they had together.
And then the last one, Memories, was written in tribute to Maroon 5's manager, Jordan Feldstein, who passed away after a pulmonary embolism.
Yep.
But yeah, those were all tribute songs.
Those are the songs and the stories behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Time for round number 3. For round number 4.
Round number 3. I think they'll do better this time.
I think they will. Yeah. You
All
want
right.
to start or should I?
Doesn't make a difference to me. I think we've gotten all the ones we wanted.
Sounds good.
All right. I'll just lead off.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Question number 1. In a move probably given new significance post-2020, what title, article of clothing does Reverend Hooper begin to wear in a short story by Nathaniel Hawthorne? In a short story by Nathaniel Hawthorne, what title, article of clothing does Reverend Hooper begin to wear? This is a kind of conspicuous article of clothing that causes a lot of consternation among the townspeople. Although, a rereading of this in 2020 definitely hits different. Anyway, what's that article of clothing? That's question number 1.
Question number 2. A rights dispute between director and writer Luc Besson and Gaumont Film Company led to the indefinite cancellation of Matilda, which is a planned sequel to what 1994 film? So Matilda was a planned sequel to what 1994 film until there was a rights dispute between director and writer Luc Besson and Gaumont Film Company. So what film was originally slated to have a sequel titled Matilda? That's question 2.
Question number 3, with a name derived from the Greek word for chamber. What neurological structure responsible for relaying sensory signals has been redacted from the following slide?
First redacted, then.
I know, it took us until round 4 to get to it. What neurological structure has been redacted from this slide? I'm going to make us disappear. I think we're only covering up like 2 letters, but, I just want to give people
They don't want
a
to
chance
focus
to
on us.
really, really look at it. So again, what is the name of the neurological structure that has been redacted from this slide? This structure is responsible for relaying sensory signals, particularly active during REM sleep. It relays sounds, visions, all that kind of stuff when you're dreaming. But what is the name of that structure? That's question number 3.
Question number 4. What Russian chess player and world champion from 1975 to 1985 played against Viktor Korchnoi in the longest game ever played in a world championship? Korchnoi?
Korchnoi.
Korchnoi. Okay,
Korchnoi.
yeah. So what Russian chess player and world champion from 75 to 85 played against Viktor Korchnoi in the longest game that was ever played at a chess world championship? That is question number 4.
Question number 5. Paula Vogel won the 1998 Pulitzer Prize for Drama for a play in which the character Little Bit deals with her abusive uncle and family while learning what title's skill. What title skill does Little Bit's abusive uncle teach her in a 1998 Pulitzer Prize-winning drama written by Paula Vogel? Again, we're not necessarily looking for the title of the play, although if you give us that, we'll take it. We're just looking for what skill Little Bit learns according to the title of that play.
That's question
That
5.
is question number 5. Take it.
Question number 6. In the ESPN 30 for 30 documentary, June 17th, 1994, several major sporting events either began or culminated on the title date. Name any 2 of the events featured. Please provide either the team or the athlete if relevant. Don't just say that the foosball tournament finals were on this date. So, several major stories are chronicled in June 17th, 1994 ESPN 30 for 30 documentary. Name any 2 of the events. That is question 6.
Question number 7. What military leader of the 18th and 19th centuries claimed historical victories at the battles of Gokokli Hill, Hilobane, and Isandlwana? Battles of Gokokli Hill, Hilobane, and Isandlwana were military victories for what leader of the 18th and 19th century? What is the name of that leader? That's who we're looking for. And that is question number 7.
It is. Question number 8. A Sanskrit word for aroma gives its name to what variety of long-grained rice known for its fragrance, which resembles that of pandan and bread flours. So a Sanskrit word for aroma gives its name to what variety of long-grained rice that is known for its fragrance, which resembles that of pandan and bread flours. What is that long-grained rice variety? That's question number 8, and that takes us to the end of round number 4. Time for the recap.
Sounds good to me. Question number 1. In a move probably given new significance post-2020, what title article of clothing does Reverend Hooper begin to wear in a short story by Nathaniel Hawthorne? According to that story's title, what is that article of clothing? That's question number 1. Oh, your answer should be 2 words. At least 2 words.
Yep. Question number 2. A rights dispute between director and writer Luc Besson and Gaumont Film Company led to the indefinite cancellation of Matilda, which is a planned sequel to what 1994 film? Matilda was a planned sequel to what 1994 film until a rights dispute between Luc Besson and the Gaumont Film Company. What is that 1994 film? Question 2.
And question number 3, with a name derived from the Greek word for chamber, what neurological structure responsible for relaying sensory signals has been redacted from this slide here? Again, make y'all disappear, or make us disappear.
I could swear I saw a Matilda movie.
Anyway, for question number 3, we have redacted a neurological structure. They're located right about in the center of the brain, according to that red rectangle. What is the name of that neurological structure, which is primarily responsible for relaying sensory signals, and which derives its name from a Greek word for chamber? That's question number 3.
Question number 4. What Russian chess player and world champion from 1975 to 1985 played against Viktor Korchnoi in the longest game ever played at the Chess World Championships? Was that Russian chess player and world champion from 75 to 85? That's question 4.
Question number 5. Paula Vogel won the 1998 Pulitzer Prize for Drama for a play in which the character Little Bit deals with her abusive uncle and family while learning what title skill. You can give us either the title of the play or the skill that Little Bit is taught by her abusive uncle. But anyway, what is that skill that appears in the title of a 1998 Pulitzer Prize winning drama by playwright Paula Vogel? That's question number 5.
Question number 6. In the ESPN 30 for 30 documentary, June 17th, 1994, several major events either began or culminated on the title date. Name any of the 2 events that are chronicled in the film. Please provide either the team or the athlete if it's relevant. That is question 6.
Yeah, that is. And we'd like to say thank you to Stephen Glassman for chipping in. Thank you very much, Stephen. Always great to have you around.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 7. What military leader of the 18th and 19th centuries won historical victories at the battles of Gokokli Hill, Hilobane, and Isandlwana? The Battle of Gokokli Hill, the Battle of Hilobane, and the Battle of Isandlwana were historical victories for what military commander of the 18th and 19th centuries? That's question number 7.
And your final question of the round, a Sanskrit word for aroma, gives its name to what variety of long-grained rice that is known for its fragrance, which resembles that of pandan and bread flours. So what is that long-grained rice variety that is known for its fragrance that resembles pandan and bread flours? That is question number 8. And please get your answers in, and we will see you in just a little bit.
This is a nice brisk round 4. I'm feeling it. All right. Good luck, everybody. All right, let's do it. T, you want to show us
Yep.
the answers?
Round 4, question number 1.
In a move probably given new significance post-2020, what title article of clothing does Reverend Hooper begin to wear in a short story by Nathaniel Hawthorne? I'd like to say thank you to my friend Mitch Alday, from whom I borrowed this observation about a COVID-era reading of The Minister's Black Veil. Black Veil is correct. I was nice and accepted Veil, but Black Veil is what we were looking for.
Question number 2, a rights dispute between director and writer Luc Besson and Gaumont Film Company led to the indefinite cancellation of Matilda, which is a planned sequel to what 1994 film? That was Léon the Professional.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was showing that to Mom today when we did the test game.
Yep.
And she was saying, and we said, yeah, that was Natalie Portman's film debut. It's like, no,
That's
she's a little girl. I'm like, yeah,
in
1994, so was Natalie Portman.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Love our mom. Very, very much.
Question number 3.
With the name derived from the Greek word for chamber, What neurological structure responsible for relaying sensory signals has been redacted from the following slide? There we go. We had one team give us hippocampus, which, interestingly enough, is not in there. However, its role is primarily with memory. That's what the hippocampus is known for, and it gets its name from the Greek for seahorse. This one was the thalamus, which, is located above the hypothalamus, whose name means below the thalamus.
Yeah.
But anyway, the thalamus is a lump of gray matter. Funny, because in the previous round, someone said gray matter in the music round. That is primarily responsible for relaying sensory signals.
Question number 4. What Russian chess player and world champion from 75 to 85 played against Viktor Korchnoi in the longest game played in a World Chess Championship game? That was Anatoly Karpov.
Mm-hmm. Anatoly Karpov. It lasted 124 moves, I believe. That's a lot. And it's not like chess players go, here, move.
No, it's like a 10-minute affair to do this.
Even the opening, which they were thinking about the night before.
Uh-huh. They're still like, I gotta show.
Yeah. Question number 5. Paula Vogel won the 1998 Pulitzer Prize for Drama for a play in which the character Littlebit deals with her abusive uncle and family while learning what title skill. The play is called How I Learned to Drive. So how to drive or driving was acceptable. I found that image there of a production of How I Learned to Drive starring David Morse and Mary Louise Parker, which I thought was interesting. I don't think it preserves the age gap that's really important in the play, but that's really cool to have two actors of that caliber.
And question number 6, in the ESPN 30 for 30 documentary, June 17th, 1994, several major sporting events either began or culminated on the title date. Name any of the two. People were really focused on the Rockets and the Knicks.
They really got this one, yeah.
Yep. So, you could have given us Arnold Palmer's final U.S. Open round.
Which is in the top left.
Yep. You could have given us the Rangers Stanley Cup parade.
Top right.
The start of the 94 World Cup hosted in the U.S.
Top bottom left.
Ken Griffey hitting 30 home runs before June 30th, becoming just the second player since Babe Ruth at the time to do it.
Or you could have
given us the O.J. White Bronco chase, which really looms over the whole thing.
And you could have also given us Game 5, Houston Rockets versus the New York Knicks. The only reason that one was left off was for reasons of having to create the photo montage for the answer slide. I'm like, I've only got room for 5. I want to get as many different things as possible.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, there were 6 possible answers there.
People hammered the Rockets and the Knicks.
People knew it, and so many people went with the Rockets and Knicks as one of their options.
Yep.
All right. Question number 7. What military leader of the 18th and 19th centuries claimed historical victories at the Battle of Gokokli Hill, Ilobane, and Isandowana? This is one of the rare instances where I intentionally mispronounced a thing in order to disguise it a little bit. Gokokli Hill is not pronounced that way. It's more pronounced like Oakley Hill, because the GQ, like Iberha, is a click noise in Bantu languages, specifically Zulu, which was run by Shaka. Shaka Zulu is who we were looking for, who was victorious at Isandowana, most notably.
And your final one of the round, a Sanskrit word for aroma, gives its name to what variety of long-grained rice, known for its fragrance, which resembles that of pandan and bread flours. And that rice variety is basmati.
Yeah, basmati rice. It looks tasty. Looks sticky and warm. I like it. Big fan.
And let's see how everybody is doing going into the final round here. Not getting scores for round 4. Let me go ahead and refresh. There it is. Got it. 6th place, 27 points for Kanye West Nile Virus. 5th place, 28 points for Third Podium. Tied for 3rd, 31 points apiece for Team Coast to Coast and Dramatically Crashing Coco. 2nd place, 35 points for The Hand That Rocks the Dreidel. And in 1st place, we have some people call Spike a space cowboy.
Oh, I know Kanye West Nile Virus is at the bottom of the board, but I want to specifically shout them out as the only team to correctly identify the A Fire Love.
Yep.
Shaka died about 50 years before Isandowana. Let me check that out. Battle of Sandoa. Commanded by Nishingawa Kamali Koza, not Shaka Zulu. Okay, cool. So I got that wrong for sure. Shaka Zulu's victories. Early life expansion, death, societal, and military revolution. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, I got that wrong. But I imagine Oakley Hill and the Battle of Hilobane were both under Shaka's leadership. Yep, my bad, conflating Shaka with the Zulu Empire there. All right, you want to lead this one off?
Yeah, let's do it. Question number 1. In 1967's A Grain of Wheat and 1977's Petals of Blood are the two most prominent novels of what Kenyan author and frequent favorite for the Nobel Prize in Literature? So what Kenyan author and frequent favorite for the Nobel Prize wrote the novels A Grain of Wheat and Petals of Blood 10 years apart? Was that Kenyan author? That's question number 1.
Question number 2 of the permanently inhabited Channel Islands. Which two that both end with the same 3 letters are far and away the largest and most populous? So once again, of the permanently inhabited Channel Islands, which two
required?
Two answers required. Thank you for hammering that. That are both that both end with the same letters, are far and away the largest and most populous. Ben, I think you didn't mean to put that in our chat. Do you want to remove that for me? And that's question number 2. Gonna move on to question number 3. Two indeed, Sarah.
All right. Question number 3. What running back with a unique first name played 10 seasons with the Indianapolis Colts and Arizona Cardinals from 1999 to 2009 before being inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame? So what running back with a unique first name played 10 seasons, mostly with the Colts, but some with the Cardinals from 1999 to 2009 before being inducted in the Pro Football Hall of Fame? You're all good, Ben.
Yep.
Don't worry about it.
No problem whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That's question number 3.
It is.
And question number 4. Following the 2005 Super Bowl, more football, more football.
Can't tell what time it is.
Yeah. Following the 2005 Super Bowl, Fox aired the pilot for what's still running series from Fuzzy Door Productions, whose Season 1 episode titles include Homeland Insecurity and Stan Knows Best. Homeland Insecurity and Stan Knows Best are Season 1 episode titles from what's still running series created by Fuzzy Door Productions. That's question number 4.
Question number 5. Perhaps his most famous work. In what text by scholastic philosopher Peter Abelard does the author respond to 158 questions with extended yes and no answers? So perhaps what the most famous work from Peter Abelard does they respond to 158 questions with extended yes and no answers? That is question number 5.
Nate Dogg and 50 Cent are like, that's a lot. We stopped. You should too. Question number 6.
Wasn't that the game?
No, it's
No, the game's hate it or love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Question number 6. Artist Child Hassam was well known for their depictions of what typically colorful objects, at least a dozen of which appear in the artist's paintings.
Extended yes and no's. That's funny.
At least a dozen of which appear in the artist's paintings Avenue in the Rain and Allies Day, May 1917. So once again, artist Child Hassam was well known for their depictions of what typically colorful objects, at least a dozen of which appear in the artist's painting Avenue in the Rain, as well as Allies Day, May 1917. Yeah, don't come at me on 50 Cent collabs. I just listened to Get Rich or Die Trying 2 days ago.
Nice. Question number 7. Musician and programmer Wendy Carlos is best known for what 1968 album of experimental music that used a Moog synthesizer to reinterpret the compositions of a Baroque master? So musician and programmer Wendy Carlos is best known for what 1968 album of experimental music that used a Moog synthesizer to reinterpret the compositions of a Baroque master? What is that album? It's question 7.
And question number 8, your last one of the night. What 1951 film, co-starring Elizabeth Taylor and Montgomery Clift, won the Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay for Michael Wilson and Harry Brown, who based their script on An American Tragedy. An American Tragedy was the source material for what 1951 film, co-starring Elizabeth Taylor and Montgomery Clift, that won the Academy Award
Montgomery Clift
for Best Adapted Screenplay? That's question number 8. That's it. So it's time to hit it with the recap.
Oh, did we already thank Mark Dawson?
No, we didn't.
No. We'd like to thank Mark Dawson for his
Always.
contribution. Always. Love
Thanks,
you,
Mark.
Question number 1. 1967's A Grain of Wheat and 1977's Petals of Blood are the two most prominent novels of what Kenyan author and frequent favorite for the Nobel Prize in Literature? So what Kenyan author wrote A Grain of Wheat and Petals of Blood? That's question 1.
Question number 2. Of the permanently inhabited Channel Islands, which both end with the same 3 letters, are far and away the largest and most populous? Give us the 2 largest and most populous of the Channel Islands. They each end with the same 3 letters. And again, we're looking for two
lucky boys.
2 answers. That's question number 2.
Question number 3. What running back with a unique first name played 10 seasons with the Indianapolis Colts and the Arizona Cardinals from 1999 to 2009 before being enshrined into the Pro Football Hall of Fame? That's question 3.
Question number 4. Following the 2005 Super Bowl, Fox aired the pilot for what still-running series from Fuzzy Door Productions, whose Season 1 episode titles include Homeland Insecurity and Stan Knows Best. Homeland Insecurity and Stan Knows Best are titles of what Fuzzy Door Productions series that is still running? Ask question number 4.
Question number 5. Perhaps his most famous work. In what text by scholastic philosopher Peter Abelard does the author respond to 158 questions with extended yes and no answers? So what Peter Abelard work does he respond to 158 questions with extended yes and no answers? It's question 5.
Question number 6. Artist Child Hassan was well known for their depictions of what typically colorful objects, at least a dozen of which appear in the artist's paintings Avenue in the Rain and Allies Day, May 1917. What typically colorful objects are depicted in those paintings, in plurality for sure? That's question number 6.
Question number 7. Musician and programmer Wendy Carlos is best known for what 1968 album of experimental music that used a Moog synthesizer to reinterpret the compositions of a Baroque master? So was that 1968 album made by Wendy Carlos? That's question 7.
And question number 8. What 1951 film co-starring Elizabeth Taylor and Montgomery Clift won the Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay? Because Michael Wilson and Harry Brown, screenwriters, took their basis for their script from Theodore Dreiser's novel An American Tragedy. I'll try saying that a little bit better this time. The novel An American Tragedy was the source material for what 1951 film co-starring Elizabeth Taylor and Montgomery Clift that won the Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay? That is question number 8, and I feel like that's it, isn't it?
That is indeed it. Please get your answers in. We will see you in just a little bit with the answers and the final standings.
Good luck, everybody. Do. All right, let's get into these final answers from round number 5, starting with question number 1. TJ.
1967's A Grain of Wheat and 1977's Petals of Blood are the two most prominent novels of what Kenyan author and frequent favorite for the Nobel Prize in Literature? That would be Ngugi Thiong'o.
It's Ngugi wa Thiong'o.
Ngugi wa Thiong'o?
That's how I've heard it pronounced.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Ngugi wa Thiong'o.
Yep.
Question number 2. Of the permanently inhabited Channel Islands, which two that both end with the same 3 letters are far and away the largest and most populous? You might have gotten a hint if you looked at the chat box, but I don't think this was stumping anybody anyway. We had a social for Jersey and Guernsey. Here, let me minimize us so you can see Jersey a little better. Mm-hmm. There you go. Look at these little seaside castles. I'm digging it. Jersey and Guernsey.
Question number 3. What running back with a unique first name played 10 seasons with the Indianapolis Colts and the Arizona Cardinals in 1999 to 2009 before being inducted in the Pro Football Hall of Fame? That would be Edgerrin James.
I didn't know Edgerrin James was in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he got inducted 2019, I believe.
Definitely deserved. One of the first big pass-catching running backs of this era, yeah?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he caught the ball out of the backfield quite
He
a bit.
did, but that was still kind of happening still already.
Okay. Anyway, thanks for the education.
Yeah.
Question number 4. Following the 2005 Super Bowl, Fox aired the pilot for what's still running series from Fuzzy Door Productions, whose Season 1 episode titles include Homeland Insecurity and Stan Knows Best. James from the tiny town of Immokalee in southwestern Florida. Hey, Florida!
He went to the U.
Did not know that.
Yeah,
I did know that at some point.
Yeah, he went to the U.
Cool. Anyway, the answer to this question was dun 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 dun.
Good morning, U.S. sir.
It's American Dad, one of my favorite shows. Definitely a good one.
Question number 5, perhaps his most famous work. In what text by scholastic philosopher Peter Abelard does the author respond to 158 questions, extended yes and no answers? That is sic et non.
Yep, which just means
yes and no.
Yes and no. Exactly.
Nice and simple for you.
Question number 6. Artist Child Hassam was well known for their depictions of what typically colorful objects, at least a dozen of which appear in the artist painting Avenue in the Rain and Allies Day, May 1917. Makes sense for this broadcast. Yeah. They are flags.
They are
Look
indeed.
at all those flags. The one on the left, Avenue in the Rain, is part of the White House's permanent collection, and when Obama was in office, moved that painting into the Oval Office. In fact, I wanted to use a picture of Obama working at the Resolute desk with the
Avenue of the
with
Rain.
the painting back behind him, but it was too small. I wanted you to see the detail of all the different flags, so you could see that, yes, I was right. There are at least a dozen.
Mm-hmm. Question number 7. Musician and programmer Wendy Carlos is best known for what 1968 album of experimental music that used a Moog synthesizer to reinterpret the compositions of a Baroque master? That would be Switched on Bach.
Mm-hmm. Before this album, synthesizers was seen as either gimmicky or too complicated or what have you.
Not worth the trouble.
Not worth the trouble. Yeah, pretty much a thing that was going to pass. But Switched on Bach was an album that showed, oh, you can do a lot of things with these. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the Moog synthesizer. That's some good stuff.
And
I was
take us
partial
on
to
home.
her Tron soundtrack. Ooh, I didn't know about that. Question number 8. What 1951 film, co-starring Elizabeth Taylor and Montgomery Clift, won the Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay from Michael Wilson and Harry Brown, who based their script on an American tragedy. Could have also won an Academy Award for title that sounds most like a spot where a cat would take a nap.
Yep.
This is A Place in the Sun. That is indeed A Place in the Sun.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got, TJ?
In 6th place, we have, with 32 points, Kanye West Nile Virus. In 5th place, 33 points for 3rd Podium. 35 points for 4th place for Team Coast to Coast. 3rd place, 38 points for Dramatically Crashing Coco. 2nd place, 42 points for The Hand That Rocks the Dreidel. And coming in 1st place with 3-point victory, 45 points for Some People Call Spike a Space Cowboy.
Well done. Some people call Spike. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out here, being a part of Gentleman Octopus Trivia. We do it every Monday at 9 o'clock, coming to you live from my bedroom here in Newport Richey, Florida.
We did want to say, though, for Labor Day, we are going to be off. We are not running a game on Labor Day. Spend some time with your loved ones, be able to recharge.
Yeah, so week after next.
Week after next, we are
will
not doing
be
a game.
running a game. But we will be running one next Monday, so please join us here if you got the time. We've definitely got the questions and all that ready to go.
Got the chutzpah.
Got the chutzpah.
Yeah.
Damn right we got the chutzpah. Anyway, if you want to support DIY trivia, feel free to
To hook us up at Venmo at McKinney-Sizemore, PayPal at ksizemore@hotmail.com if you like what we do.
Thank you very much for being a part of it. We're going to play a little bit of filler music for you, but other than that,
We're pretty much
out.
done here.
Yeah, we're out. See
Thank
y'all
you
later.
very much.